This is Damian Villalobos, aka the Wolf. So this is day 7, 1 week done of the No Comfort Challenge. This is day 7 of the No Comfort Challenge. Day 6 of the No Comfort Challenge. This challenge is to push entrepreneurs alike boundaries, to push your limits, to push past those barriers, those mental barriers. This is day 7, 1 week done of the No Comfort Challenge. This is day 7. So I'm gonna get into it. So the name of this live is Entrepreneur. When did it struck you? When did it strike you that you were an entrepreneur? When did you realize deeply that you were an entrepreneur at heart? Or not even that, just being an entrepreneur. When did you realize that? Have you ever sat and really think about that? Why did you start? Why did you become an entrepreneur? When did it strike you? This is day 7 of the No Comfort Challenge, and pushing boundaries every single day. I hope everyone's having a blessed day. Hey, what's up, Archie? How you doing, brother? But this is a challenge to push past people's comfort zone, especially us entrepreneurs. So let me talk about like the definition of an entrepreneur, what it is to me. What it means to be an entrepreneur is to help someone with a solution. You have a solution to a problem that someone has, and you're able to do it in various ways. There's so much ways that you could be an entrepreneur through so many avenues. And when did it strike me? Like, I'm just gonna say one thing, that whenever I ask this question to people, they say, I was born an entrepreneur. I get that you've been born an entrepreneur, but when did you really realize that different things that you were doing throughout your life made you become an entrepreneur? When was that realization that you come from an employee mindset to being an entrepreneur? When did you become a bigger thinker? When did it struck you? So that's the name of this challenge. So most say I'm born one, but what it means is that it's when you realize that these experiences have made you into an entrepreneur. And when did you realize that? I remember exactly the day when I didn't become an entrepreneur, but I realized that many things that I did throughout my life when I was a little kid, from now that I'm an entrepreneur, was when I was about 20 years old. I realized that I really wanted to help people. There's so much different avenues, and I want to touch the hearts of billions. I want to be able to help people come out of the darkness. There's this stigma on a lot of many millennials that they can't push past their boundaries. They can't push past being self-centered and being stuck in one position. Once you pass the barriers and you keep going, then you're going to become the best version of yourself. And I always say that. But this is becoming. When did you realize that you're an entrepreneur? I remember I realized I really wanted to help people. My passion is to help people shine light from the darkness that they're in, from millennials that don't know what they do with their life. It hit a point where so many things were happening in my life that I had to make changes. You have to go out and take the opportunities around you. From me, I took it upon myself to go out and talk to many of these different entrepreneurs from all the way around the world. That's the power of the internet, is that I talk to people all around the world on a daily basis, and it helps me expand my mind, and asking the certain questions especially opens opportunities to you, and that's what I did. So when it comes to realizing these experiences when I was younger, I've had so many little things that I forgot about, that I was talking with family, that made me realize that I was an entrepreneur when I was younger, and I didn't even realize it, and some don't till they really look back and think about these things. For me, I remember when I was 8 years old, and I had a Kool-Aid stand. Like, you always want to make money in the summer, and I was that kid that always, every single day throughout the summer, I come out at the same time at like 12 o'clock, and I have everything. I have cookies, and then I'll have Kool-Aid, and then be making money on the side. And I remember this mom, she came up to me, she's like, why you keep doing this? And I said that I remember from what I remember is that I want to make money. Like, that's a thing, that I want to help people quench the thirst and make money on the side. And I was 8 years old. I just couldn't imagine that back in the day, that this thinking is still the same as it is today. So that's why I want to ask this question, us entrepreneurs going out of the comfort zone. When did it struck you that you were an entrepreneur? Another experience that happened to me while realizing that I was an entrepreneur when I was younger is that I used to collect a lot of toys. I was a really strange kid, I'm not gonna lie, but I had a lot of toys, but I wouldn't play with them. I'd keep them in the boxes. And I remember telling my mom and my grandparents, oh, they're asking me why you aren't playing with these toys or whatever. My thinking back then was in the future, they're gonna be worth something. That's crazy to think. Now I have all these things that are like a mini gold mine, and it's crazy to think that way when as a child you're thinking that way from a long time. You're thinking long time from a long time frame, and it's crazy to think back to these experiences being an entrepreneur and realizing that you've always been an entrepreneur, but you can't be born an entrepreneur. It's the realization that you are a true entrepreneur and you really want to help people genuinely and passionately. And it comes to like the realization that like, what's your passion? Like, you have to go full force with what you want to do in your life and go out and become the best version of yourself every single day, and push your boundaries, to push your limits, go out of the comfort zone. And that's why being an entrepreneur is such a great lifestyle, because you're pushing your thinking and you're becoming your own boss and becoming the best of your best. And that's just what it is. Life is what you make it, so why don't you make it great? Follow your passions. Being an entrepreneur, you're going south when everyone else is going north. Why don't you go west and east, and everyone's going down this one path? Don't think that way. Being an entrepreneur, you got to think bigger than what it is, and you have to realize that you have to follow through with your passions. You have to follow through with being impeccable with what you got to say every single day. And no matter what, you're going to become the best version of yourself, but it comes to the point where you have to take a step back and really realize the outcomes that have got you this far. And that's why today I wanted to talk about like my memories of being an entrepreneur when I was younger, but it's that realization of becoming one and really following through with it. This is day 7 of the No Comfort Challenge, and I'm pushing boundaries after boundaries, and it's something that people go through, that you hit these boundaries, but you got to keep going. You got to keep striving to become the best version of yourself every single day and learning moment to moment. So I just want to say, be you, be genuine, and be polite and kind to everyone that you come across, because in the end it's about how you leave an imprint in people's lives. And I hope everyone is having a blessed day and realizing this, that it's just a journey, and it's what you make it, so make it amazing. So this is day 7 of the No Comfort Challenge. This is entrepreneur. When did it strike you? If you're listening, just leave some hearts, and I'd love to challenge some of you guys in my next video. So I got a few entrepreneurs that I wanted to challenge in this video. So Ulysses Pagan, I just got done talking to you. You're a brilliant kid, and I can't wait to learn more from you. Jerwin Davis, I'd love to get you on board, get you on this challenge, brother. And Bryce Prescott, I would love to get your thought. Like, when did you realize you were an entrepreneur? And just thoughts like that. You're such a brilliant guy. And then Richard Cooper, I want to get you on this. I want to know your thoughts about this. And Cashman too. But I hope everyone has a blessed day.